Buy that merch. Buy that merch. Yeah, joy to the world. My merch has come. I did release merch, though. Other than that terrible rendition of a Jake Paul song, you guys should go check it out. Also, while I got your attention, be sure to smack that like button like Mike Tyson smacking his disabled wife. That was a pretty bad joke, but it's funny, so I'm not going to apologize. And without further ado, let's get right into the story time. So I've witnessed my fair share of fights, okay? I went to a public high school. That means most kids are throwing fisticuffs like boxers in the end of the round, all right? Logan Paul, KSI type stuff. And this is the dumbest fight that I've ever seen. These two guys literally tried to kill each other over a chair. No, that's not a joke. They actually beat each other over the fact that they couldn't get chairs in the lunchroom and someone stole the chair from somebody else. It's pretty stupid, but it's a good story, so I figured I'd tell you guys. So sit back, relax, grab your popcorn, and get ready to listen to a fantastic story. So I sat at a lunch table for most of high school where me and my homeboys would, grab our chairs, fly over to the table, and have a good time, goof off, do some water bottle flips, all the cool stuff kids do these days, Water bottle flipping is a professional sport in 7 countries. And we had this one friend named Patrick who was huge, okay? I'm a pretty tall guy. I'm like 6'2", 6'3". I'm not really sure. And this guy would tower over me, all right? He probably weighed about 250 pounds of pure muscle and was at least 6'6". This guy was a giant, okay? And he would always come to lunch a little bit late, but he'd always have no problem holding a chair or grabbing a chair because who's gonna argue with the guy that could literally punch a skyscraper and it starts to lean, bro? The Leaning Tower of Pisa happened because Patrick leaned on it, all right? So generally, nobody would mess with him because he was huge, and he was probably the biggest kid in the school, so it's just like a mutual respect thing. But one day, there's a new kid, and he claims to be, a gangster, all right? Oh, I grew up in the hood, man. All right, well, listen here, Abercrombie and bitch. No way you grew up in the hood. You're not hard, you're not cool, like, no one's impressed by you. But he really wanted everybody to think that he was the toughest guy in the school. So one day, he gets to lunch before Patrick and takes a chair, the last chair, and then just walks across the cafeteria with it, sets his backpack on it, puts his feet on it, and has 2 chairs. And so we're all like, oh my god, he's trying to fight Patrick, the biggest kid in the school, and he's like trying to start it over a chair. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. So Patrick gets to lunch and goes, hey, is there any chairs? And so we point and we're like, well, that's the only one left, and he's using it as a footrest. And Patrick was a gentle giant. He would never like fight anything, but if you pissed him off good enough, he would definitely get a little angry. So he goes over there to the new guy and he says, hey man, like I see you're using the chair as a footrest. Can I please have the chair? Like clearly it's a footrest for you. That's not really cool. Can I have it? And the kid just goes, nah man, F you. Oh, I almost said it. Susan, listen, it was a joke. Please don't demonetize me. So Patrick just goes, all right, dude, like, listen, I tried to be nice. And he just takes the chair, flicks the kid backpack off, and then just brings it back to our table. So we think problem solved. The kid's not going to instigate it any further because that'd be a terrible idea because once again, this is a giant. So Patrick sits down and starts eating his pizza. And all of a sudden, the kid who he took the chair from runs up and hits him in the back of the head with a binder and starts punching him in the back of the head, saying that he's disrespectful and how dare he take his chair and da-da-da-da-da. And our entire table is like, what is going on? And before any of us can get up and go help Patrick, Patrick has stood up, looming over this kid who's probably a solid 5'6", I don't know, like a quarter of his weight. So before we can react, our friend Patrick has this kid in a headlock on the floor and is like, knock it off. And this kid is just like, swinging at him. It's not hurting Patrick at all because once again, this kid's in a headlock. There's not much momentum behind anything he's doing. He's spinning in the air, hoping it lands on Patrick, saying that he's going to kill him. All over a chair, by the way. So the deans come over, and as soon as like the adults are there, Patrick lets go of the kid. He gets up and starts trying to throw chairs at Patrick, spinning at him, all this stuff. And Patrick's just laughing, which is making the kid more mad because I guess when you're in a murderous rage, people laughing at you is not the reaction you want. And everyone's laughing at him because he just got headlocked in 13 seconds flat, read like a little banshee, and then just got dropped. So whatever, they get him out of there, toothbrush angry kid who's like, I'm gonna kill you, and Patrick, instead of, getting angry or like going to the deans, just sits back down and keeps eating his pizza like the absolute savage he is. So for the rest of the school year and the rest of our high school experience, the kid that tried to, murder someone over a chair was made fun of relentlessly because saying, I'm gonna kill you and spitting in somebody's face over a lunchroom chair definitely doesn't make you look cool like you're from the hood, which I think was his intention. It makes you look like an insecure little girl, which is not a good look, not a good look. And Patrick became a legend for just putting someone in a headlock that was trying to murder him and then going back to eating his pizza like nothing happened. Even the deans and like our principal staff were laughing at the fact that he was so calm after it all went down. He wasn't mad. He didn't have to be restrained. He was just like, okay, I guess the guy that wants to kill me is gone now. Do-do-do, back to my pizza. Patrick really was a cool guy. I don't know what he's up to now. I think he joined the military or something, but whatever he's doing, he's a really good dude, and I hope everything's going great for him. But yeah, that's the time I watched someone almost die over a chair. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the story, or not enjoyed, but found it entertaining. That's the better word. Hopefully you don't find that enjoyable. You guys are all incredible. Be sure to press the like button, comment down below, subscribe, all that Gucci Gang stuff, and hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. I'm out. Peace.